Is this jumping?
Walruses.
Am I jumping right now, Daniel?
It's
It's got such a sassy little attitude,
It is,
doesn't it?
yeah.
You ever met old people? They're not happy.
Hey, folks. Today we have Keith Habersberger. You've seen him all over the internet, and now you see him here.
Hi.
So what Keith doesn't know is that he is being thrown into the dilemma den.
Oh.
Keith, today we're going to be giving you a lot of complicated situations, and sometimes, you know, you're walking around in life and you've got a really ethical dilemma that strikes you in the head.
I love that.
And today I want you to solve some of these. We want to see how you solve these problems.
Dilemma den.
Yeah. Is that okay?
No, like a play on the lion's den.
I don't know.
You don't know what the lion's den is?
Like Daniel in the lion's den in the Bible? My name is Daniel. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Right.
I see. Yeah, that works. It's not intentional.
Oh.
Just kind of a dilemma, just alliteration. Your first dilemma, Keith.
Okay.
This will let people know who you truly are inside.
Yeah. Sounds good.
A friend asks you to give them a glowing recommendation for a job they're applying to, but you know that they're not really qualified for it. You want to help them out, but it feels dishonest to stretch the truth too much. I'm sure you've actually been in this situation before. I feel like, do you give the exaggerated recommendation to help them, or do you keep it honest, and risk them not getting the job?
Well, how's this endorsement getting to the employer? Am I calling them? Am I writing to them?
I think they call you.
They call me,
or they're like, hey Keith, you know, you were the guy on call for this situation. We're gonna call you in 15. Is that okay? You're like, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
And so while you're pacing around,
right,
and they're like, so he says he's really good with heavy machinery. Is that true? And then
I'll probably land in between glowing and honest.
Show me. What does that look like?
So well, he's pretty good at machinery. I'm sure. Like the thing is, I think he's good at learning things. So if you have a good trainer on staff, he's probably going to pick it up very, very well.
Okay.
I can't speak to the specifics of what machinery he's great at.
Yeah.
But when he worked for me, as long as I was thorough and helped him understand what he was doing, he was good. So this is actually putting the onus on the employer.
That's really good. It's like you're only serving as like a mirror to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well,
if you're a good employer, he'll be good.
That's a really good loophole.
That's true.
I like that a lot.
Bosses have to be good for employees to be good.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Do you read any books about being a good boss?
I actually don't read books at all. And this is an interesting fact about me.
Dilemma 2. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Do you really not read books?
Mm-mm.
Do you listen to books?
Mm-mm.
All right, moving on. You got to get on Audible, man. This is not a sponsored thing. I'm just saying.
It's just that I spend so much time making stuff.
Yeah.
So I almost don't have time to ingest stuff. And my preference when I have time is to continue making.
Do you? Yeah, I guess so.
Rather than ingesting.
Do you go to the gym? Do you go on a treadmill or walks?
I try to exercise. And when I exercise, but I guess I listen to podcast style YouTube videos. So I would work out to like game theory or film theory, or maybe I'll listen to a Phil DeFranco episode of current events to be caught up on the news.
Yeah. Do you have YouTube Premium?
Yeah.
So you're skipping the ads?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I love that because you can just turn off I
think we should be getting it for free.
As YouTubers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we should get YouTube TV for at least a discount.
Yeah.
I think we should get YouTube Premium for free.
I watch Jeopardy on YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Jeopardy's great.
Yeah. It's one of the most expensive ones, but it is really good.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's YouTube.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
It's so weird.
Everything is turning into TV now.
I know.
Dilemma 2. There is a button.
I push it.
What'd you say?
I push it.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
And if you push it, there is a 99% chance that all suffering on Earth will instantly cease. But there is a 1% chance everyone on Earth will die a painful death. Do you push the button?
Absolutely. Those odds are incredible. And the 1% chance of everyone dying a painful death, it doesn't say now.
What if it did say now? What if it said like within 48 hours?
Oh, okay, that's probably tougher.
So you're thinking, okay, so you're saying everyone will die a painful death.
Eventually, that's worth it.
Like everyone lives their entire life.
Or whatever life they were predestined to live, because not everybody lives. I mean, I guess their entire life could only be 42 years, right? We don't know.
Yeah.
I could die tomorrow.
Why'd you pick 42? That's young.
I felt like a good amount where like you probably got a lot done, but you still should have had a few more decades left, right?
Yeah.
I think the average age is like in the 70s for men and 80s for women right now.
Yeah.
Could be better.
Yeah.
42 would be missing out on a lot. But you last for several years of your life probably aren't good unless you get hit by a bus or something, in which case only the last few minutes of your life are bad.
You know, I also look up the average lifespan for people, and it's different based on country, gender,
Oh, yeah.
wealth.
Yeah.
It's so
Do
interesting.
the
to me.
rich die first?
No.
Darn. Nothing ever gets them, huh?
Just healthcare.
Just healthcare.
Nothing but healthcare.
Yeah.
Dilemma 3.
Dilemma 3. What would you have done?
In that situation?
Yeah, push the button?
No.
No.
No way.
Not worth it.
Because
All suffering would stop. Odds are, I mean, have you ever rolled a 100-sided die? They exist.
I can't say that I've done that.
It's so unlikely that you would roll 100. Mm-hmm. So unlikely.
I
So,
guess so.
like
How big
99
is that?
It's like a big golf ball kind of.
Okay.
It's kind of awful as a die because it doesn't stop rolling for a long time.
That's what I was thinking. How long does it take to
almost
land?
a circle. It's almost a sphere.
And you have to have it like on a completely flat surface too, don't you?
Yeah, it really help.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you had like a 0.01% grade, it would be forgiving.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. It took me a long time to figure out what you were talking about. You said grade. I think
Grade.
slope.
Both are applicable.
Okay. I don't build. Do you build things?
Like
Do you ever build like slats? Like
manly things?
Yeah. Just
No,
anything. What unmanly thing do you build?
That's a good question. What is manly?
That's
I guess I think of the
hold on.
archetype of.
That was nice.
Well, you actually got me there.
Oh.
Because, I guess when I said manly things, I'm like, I can't build like a door frame. I suppose I could. It's just a box, but I don't
Yeah.
think I can.
Yeah.
Although I did screw some gate doors onto a column.
What?
I found some old gate
like, your
doors
house?
in my attic.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I have a child and he's about to be walking. It'd be good to put that gate up.
Yeah.
So
How
I
is
did.
your child?
He's 15 months old.
Man. Mm-hmm. I noticed that a lot of parents on the early years of their child's life, they do it in months. Is it at that early stage of development, is it really like a month by month basis where you're like, hey, when you're 15 months, it's way different than 12 months?
Yeah, and I also, before having a child, I'm like, just say it's a year old. Mm-hmm. Just say the kid's a year old.
Yeah.
It's a year old, right? I don't say that I'm however many months I am.
I can't do that either.
But it is because like the development in that first several years is pretty
It's like on steroids.
ridiculous.
It's like
yeah.
ramped up.
Yeah, it's like, suddenly they can stand up. And there's also all these things that you read about. They're like, the child should be doing this by 8 to 9 months.
Right.
And you're trying to
Speaking Portuguese.
gauge their success at living and then help intervene to help them be more successful if they're behind.
Speaking of kids, I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard just earlier, and a little girl came up to me, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're Daniel Thorpe." I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And I said, "You know what? I'm interviewing the guy Keith Habersberger from Try Guys. Do you know who that is?" And she was like, "Oh my God, yes." And
You just bragging in public about this?
she was really excited.
She didn't ask you anything?
She was really
She said,
excited.
well, hey, guess what?
Yeah,
I'm friends with Keith.
she was really excited. I was excited.
Yeah.
So anyway, she on the spot.
Did you invite her? Is she like, are you about to
She's
reveal?
not here.
Is
She's
it
not here.
you?
No, it's not you. No. But she handed me this letter out of her cute little backpack. She had a little Dora the Explorer backpack, and she wanted you to read it.
Okay, now I realize this is all a farce. This can't be real.
She also had a wax stamp.
Okay, now
She
I'm
wanted
back
you
on
to
board.
read that letter.
Why is it stamped if it's also licked? You
I
need
don't
it.
know. Why is it stamped? Because is it also licked?
It's licked. It's licked. Okay.
Let's read it. Let's hear it.
Hi, Keith, it's me. The very real girl Daniel told you about just moments ago. What Daniel didn't tell you, though, is that I'm actually part of an invasive alien species. I want to tell you how you can save your planet, Keith. About how you can save all of your loved ones. But I can only tell you during this commercial break.
We'll be right back. Quick commercial break, but this is a great service that I used before they were even a sponsor, and that is Factor 75. Chances are you might be eating lunch right now, and for a guy like me that's always being pulled in so many different directions like we all are, Factor 75 is the perfect solution for stress-free, quick, and healthy meals. Here is how it works. Every week you can choose from 35 different meal options that can accommodate diets like keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, protein plus. That's what I do because I got to get my protein up because I'm trying to get dumb gains. You know what I'm talking about? And also the meals are tasty, okay? They're just good. They just taste good. And that is because Factor's meals are fresh, they're never frozen, and they are dietitian approved, which gives me a lot of peace of mind. Also, you can make them in 2 minutes. I've tried the whole meal prepping and cooking for myself thing, and sometimes I'll still do that, but then the dishes will pile up, some ingredients can go bad, and it really becomes somewhat of a balancing act. And with Factor, I don't have to worry about shopping, I don't have to worry about prepping or cooking or cleaning up. Anyway, if you want to give it a shot and also support my channel while doing it, you can get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders just by using my link. So click the link in the description or scan this juicy QR code with your phone. Thanks for sticking with me here. And now back to the video. This is my favorite dilemma I think we've ever.
You have a favorite dilemma?
I do, yeah, because this happened to Jeremy back here, and you'll see. Okay, you ready? It has to do with cockroaches. You gonna be all right? Here we go. You have 10,000 full-grown German cockroaches somewhere in your home at all times. No more, no less. They will follow you to any new home you move to. If you squish one, another one respawns. The only way to stop this is to fight all 10,000 cockroaches all at once to the death in a one-time cage match, okay? You're not allowed any weapons.
Oh.
And you must be completely naked. The roaches will attack anything they can, eyes, holes, mouth, anything. If you successfully defeat them, all the cockroaches in the world will respect your dominance, and you'll never have to see another cockroach again. Do you choose the cage match, or do you learn to live with them?
Well, what did you do?
So this didn't happen to me.
I just had cockroaches. Now's not the time to lie.
No, yeah.
What did you do? Since you have an experience with this, I could have an informed decision in this dilemma.
No outside help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeremy had a cockroach problem.
What's the difference between a German cockroach and a Los Angeles one? Just sort of
the German ones have an accent.
So they hiss. You know the hissing cockroaches?
Oh,
They
yeah.
hiss. They go.
Do you know palmetto bugs in Florida? They fly. They're cockroaches that
I've
fly.
seen them.
Yeah, it's nasty.
They're
big.
You ever seen the grasshoppers that suddenly fly?
Yeah. Don't they all fly or no?
No.
Awful.
Apparently, some of them just start flying.
That's scary.
All those bugs that, like, if you've got 6 legs, you don't need to fly.
No.
Right?
I don't think
right?
so.
Am I right, people?
Come on, guys.
Am I right, people?
Come on.
This 30,000 person audience is really quiet today.
It's really quiet.
It's crazy.
Well, they're also focused.
Yeah, I get it. I'm naked. Are they naked? They can't use weapons either. And they're going to go for the holes, you said.
Yeah. I mean, and also cockroaches bite, I think, too.
Do they?
I think so. I could be wrong.
Their mouths are small. I mean, they probably bite something, right? They have to eat.
Yeah.
So they have mouths.
And do you think you could take on do you think you could take on 10,000 roaches at one time? I mean, 10,000 is a big number.
That's a big number. And I think that, like, I've stepped on a cockroach and nothing has happened before, right? The cockroach just kept going. In Los Angeles at night, especially in Hollywood, you walk through the sidewalks, you might step on one, and you kind of hear what you think is a crunch. You're like, oh, killed that thing. And then you keep walking, and it just walked away. It was like nothing. Didn't hurt it at all.
Yeah.
It's like they literally can get flat.
It's like itch. You just scratch the little itch. He's like, oh, thank you. It was like a chiropractor session for the cockroach.
They can, like, live through the nuclear something, right?
That's what I've heard.
Who can kill them?
Yeah.
I guess I have to learn to live with it.
That's what you do. You learn to live with a 10,000?
I think I have to. I don't see a world where I defeat them.
I have a theory in this hypothetical.
Okay.
This is what I would do.
Eat them all.
I'm not hungry.
Okay.
But what I would do is I would put up, like, have you ever seen those YouTube channels of the guy who's like an ant farmer guy? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's what I would do. I would see if I could get a giant, like, plexiglass, or I'd just give them a room and put food.
Right. Yeah. Learn to have them be your partner.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you could find a farmer and convince him to let all the bugs inside of him and
Yeah.
and then call Will Smith and have Will Smith handle it.
Right, with the Kelly, what's his name? That other actor, I
can't
forget.
remember.
Yeah, is it Kelly? I'm way off. Is it?
remember.
What is it?
It's Men in Black.
Yeah, you guys ever heard of Men in Black?
It's really one giant cockroach that's in him, but there's roaches all around.
Yeah, that movie
Tommy Lee Jones.
is crazy.
You know what would be fun to do?
What?
Watch Independence Day and then watch Men in Black.
Why did that get you emotional? I
Because
noticed.
I like, they're just both such good films. I'm a little phlegmy. The weather it was like 50 degrees this morning. Did you know that?
Give me this.
And I had the windows open last night, so I woke up all congested because it was 50 degrees. Because it's not supposed to be 50 degrees yet.
And now it's kind of warm.
And now it's like 78 out right now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. LA is. LA.
So my throat's a little congested.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
sorry.
gunk in there.
We've got some unsweet iced tea for you right there. If you.
Oh
like.
yeah, as per my request.
Yeah, that's
with
right.
a paper straw, my fave.
God, I hate paper
I
straws.
know.
How's the paper straw?
This tea is sweet.
It's a sweet tea.
Yeah. You failed.
Well, there's water next to it.
Yeah, I'll have that one.
We put sugar in that as well.
Sugar and water.
Yeah.
Edgar, you're different.
So your answer is not
Not to kill them, befriend them.
You're gonna learn how to befriend them.
I guess I could like teach them. Aren't there like roaches that can do tricks like a circus?
Didn't
Maybe
they
it's
have
my
a
new
whole
career.
movie? They had a movie about it, right? Remember
About
the cockroach movie?
the cockroach movie?
There was a whole
Was it
movie
like a
about
Toy
it.
Story thing?
No, it wasn't it was like cute little animated cockroaches that did tricks and stuff and danced. They danced.
It's not A Bug's Life?
No.
Then you're just thinking of the one.
I love A Bug's Life,
It's a
though.
good one.
I should watch that again.
It's about standing up to a fascist regime. A fascist regime.
You can get a perfect 10 out of 10 body.
Okay.
Ideal face, skin, and muscle definition.
Well,
You can eat as much as you want without gaining excess fat, and you will age extremely well. People in your life will still recognize you as just more attractive. However, in the next 5 minutes, a man will shoot you with a 9mm bullet that won't be instantly fatal, but you could still bleed out. After and only after you are shot, you can call for help, but you have no prep time before the shooting. Once you recover, you'll have your new body without any scarring. Do you accept this deal? You can have that 10 out of 10 body, you can age beautifully, but you're going to have to get shot.
and it's not immediately fatal.
It's not immediately fatal. So like they'll shoot you not in an artery or anything like that, nothing major, not in the heart,
Right.
not in the lungs,
Not in the guts.
not in the guts.
Well, maybe the guts.
maybe the guts, but you have, what is it? You have 5 minutes when they shoot you. So you're told
I thought I had 5 minutes between now and 5
between
minutes.
somebody telling you
Yeah.
and then the shooting is 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could get outside and say, I'm about to get shot. Somebody call 911 so the ambulance is on the way.
Would you-
I guess I could call 911, but didn't it say it had no prep time?
Other than the 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I could make that work.
Maybe
I could
you
get
could
in my car.
drive to the hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe
I haven't
just-
gotten my parking validated yet. I'll just blast through the arm.
Right. Right.
I got a big car. I can blast right through it.
Yeah.
There's a hospital super close.
Right.
I'll start driving there. I probably won't make it within 5 minutes, but I'll be on the phone with 911
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, something bad is about to happen. I'm currently driving on here. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but I'm about to be shot." And this person's going to be like, "Okay, sir. Okay."
Right.
But to make sure I get someone to come quickly, he's like, "And I have a gun too." Right? Because that's gonna get their attention. Okay, this crazy person thinks they're about to get shot, and they have a gun, and they're admitting that they're driving through Hollywood right now.
Right.
And there's something going on around here. There was like a line of thousands of people on Hollywood Boulevard. Do you know that?
Today?
Yes. When I drove by, there were easily 1,000 people on Hollywood Boulevard in line. It almost looked like it was like an American Idol audition type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
way too many people.
This battery is dying or something.
Yeah, we
Something's
saw it.
going on. Sorry, Keith.
I saw it. I saw through your little smoke and mirrors.
What?
You're just like us.
Is it not what are you saying?
Your batteries died too, huh?
Just like us.
Not a perfect production, is it? You guys have little hiccups here and there as well. Anyway, I would take the perfect life and body and face and stuff, and I'd deal with the gunshot.
You would do it?
Yeah, pain is
It doesn't
temporary.
scare. I mean, like already the fame thing is
Think of how much
pretty intense.
How many more Instagram deals I could get if I was hot though?
That scares me. I get nervous by that because like I feel like being famous is the equivalent of being like a super hot person, just a random like 10 out of 10 person.
Yeah.
Like a 10, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is like an alien species. So everyone's going to stare at you. But I guess you're tall and famous, so you're kind of already.
And something you said that was very important and specific to me is I can eat as much as I want, and
Yeah.
nothing would change. Well, I have a job based on eating,
Yeah.
right? So like that's job security forever,
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
right?
Okay. Well, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Let's get another. Oh, okay. Very good.
They really fly in hot.
They do, man. We try to not waste time. If it was like delivered on a silver platter, it'd
Yeah,
be silly.
right. You should put these dilemmas on a T-shirt and shoot them out of a T-shirt cannon at you.
And then like you put them on and I read them off of you, or maybe I put them on and you read them off of me.
Maybe that could be the live stage show version.
I like that.
You know how expensive T-shirt cannons are? Every time I do a tour, I look into it and I remember why we didn't buy one for the last tour.
Why are
They're
they
so expensive,
What's
and in some
expensive?
places you have to have a permit for them.
what?
I
For a
know.
T-shirt cannon?
Yeah, it's like because if you shoot someone at point blank, it'll hurt them.
Really?
So they have to make sure. So it is like a weapon almost, because it's basically crazy high pressure air.
Yeah.
And
Do you
it
have to?
shoots
And you
it
have to get a
hard.
little what is it? Condenser or compressor? Or
Yeah,
something?
some sort of like some big tank is actually on it. It's like not easy.
What's the price? Do you know the price off the
Thousands
top
of dollars?
of That's insane.
Thousands. You'd think you're like, oh, there must be a $320 one on Amazon.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
Like
not even
2,000,
not even a
10,000.
cheap like Chinese knockoff from Alibaba. Like
There might be one of those, but
for $29.
It's gonna explode.
Yeah. That would.
you don't want to play with compressed air.
No, I don't think so.
It's dangerous.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Here, play with this if you like. Yeah. You have a button in front of you. If you press it, you will get $1 million, but you will also lose a year of your life. Do you press that
I
button?
press it.
You do?
Yes. There's so many of these years.
No.
So many. What do I get to choose which one?
I mean, I assume
At the
it's
end?
at the end.
Yeah, the last ones aren't good.
You really?
Yes.
You have a child. That's you spending time with your grandchild. Even your child's.
I'll
your
be
child's,
so old and sour.
You think?
You ever met old people? They're not happy.
I think there's some happy ones.
People at the end of their life, if you live a really long life, how many of your friends have you watched die?
I watched. Not a lot.
I mean, I guess let's say you live to 98.
It's a pretty long
think,
life.
Do you think all of your friends and associates are making it that far with you? Or have they died and now you've been to so many funerals and thought of so many people that are no longer a part of your life? Aren't you going to be sad and ready to die?
No, man.
No?
No, I'm.
What are you going to be doing at 99?
I'm going to cheer because I'm the last one standing.
Okay, and that's perspective.
Yeah.
I'll have $1 million that I can invest right now and make the next 40 years of my life sick as fuck. And everybody would be like, how'd you do it? And I said, I sacrificed the end.
That's beautiful, man.
I think it's worth it. Think of what I could do if you gave me $1 million right now.
Yeah.
Untaxed.
right.
Government doesn't know about it.
Well, I mean, it's legal, but yeah.
$1 million.
Right, in your bank.
I just put that into a mutual fund. That's going to guarantee a 5 to 6%.
That's right.
Every year.
Yeah.
I can
index
obviously
fund.
be more risky with it if I wanted, but I'm going to take the safe route. And then you talk about spending time with my kid. I can take my kid on a world adventure.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah. Is anyone in your family a pro wrestler?
No, but my dad is a power lifter
Hell yeah.
because of my last name.
And yeah. Yes. Oh, Thrasher.
That's pretty intense. Isn't it?
Thrash. You could be a rock legend as well. Instead of being Daniel Thrasher, you should be the Thrasher. Just switch to just doing metal.
Do you feel like my first name throws people off the scent that I could be a rock legend?
Yeah.
I would have to get rid of my first name and just be Thrasher.
I think if you were Danny, that would help. Danny Thrasher. Danny Thrasher sounds
it sounds
like
very
you have
like
yellow
it sounds like a
pants.
guy who wears really skinny jeans in his 60s.
skinny jeans.
Yeah, like bright,
Yeah.
like pleather
Yeah.
skinny jeans. Yeah, with like chains, bunch of chains.
Skinny pleathers. They're not jeans. It's
Sklethers.
Pleathers.
Do you wear pants?
I'm wearing them right now. You commented on them. I told you they were from Madewell. Then you asked if they were from Target. And I said, no, they're from Madewell. And then you said, what's that? And I said, a store.
You remember so good.
I'm really good at it. It's because I don't read.
Because you have all this extra space.
All the words have to come in through my ears, so I save them better. Your words are going in through your eyes for your ears. The brain doesn't know where to put them.
Right.
I've made it just a one freeway.
You know what's interesting is that back in like Shakespeare's day, a lot of people couldn't read, but they could speak and understand spoken and oral words.
You don't need to read.
Like 600, like really insanely fast.
Yeah.
They would speak so much faster than we do today.
Because they didn't have time.
That's great. That's mind blowing. No wonder Shakespeare.
I feel like they probably did have time. Like, what were they doing? Nothing going on.
They were bear baiting. Do you know about this?
No, please.
So Shakespeare used to have to compete. Like his theater had to raise a certain amount of money every day, and it would compete with bear baiting. So they would have this bear chained to this post, and 3 dogs would be sicking this bear.
Yeah.
And so as a passerby, you'd be like, "Do I want to watch this insanely brutal animal fight?" It's like choosing to watch Live Leak versus Hallmark.
This?
You know, like maybe not Hallmark, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
HBO.
Wow.
It's like, do I want to see Game of Thrones or do I want to see 3 dogs like?
And what's beautiful is both art forms can exist.
That's very beautiful, Keith. You know what? I love the way your mind works, and we're gonna keep testing your mind. Is that okay?
Yeah. I haven't seen a koosh ball in quite some time.
I love a koosh ball.
Can you say koosh?
You can.
On this channel?
You can.
I know some channels have outlawed it.
What's wrong with the word koosh?
I think we should stop talking about it.
So we're gonna do a little sanity test.
Oh.
I need a little sanity test here.
Again, the script of your handwriting staff is upsetting.
Keith.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you some ink blots.
I haven't seen a binder in a while. Have you guys in like real life? Who runs across a binder? Right?
I think people with normal jobs. So Keith, I'm going to show you some ink blots, and I want you to tell me what you see.
Okay.
Okay, we got the first step.
2 chickens facing off on a cloudy day. You see it?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this, isn't it?
Yeah. The 2 bottoms of the chickens and the clouds are above them.
And the clouds.
They're very chicken.
It's very chicken shaped.
Yeah. I guess I said they were facing off, but I guess they could have been kissing.
What do you see here?
Pelvis.
That makes sense. Yeah, okay.
It's very pelvical.
Like a spine.
Yeah, right.
Is where the kidneys would be.
Right, yeah. It's all pelvic-y.
That's totally a pelvis.
There's some kidneys that fell out.
Yeah, these little,
Yeah.
they're just big old butt cheeks that you see from the front.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pelvis.
Yeah. That's
Or an upside down axe.
That's an odd.
And blood is splashing.
Oh yeah. What do you think here? What do you think this one? This one's kind of cool.
That's a beetle.
Yeah.
Is that the logo from Big Bad Beetleborgs? You guys remember that show? Anybody remember?
What is
Beetleborgs?
that?
Big Bad Beetleborgs. It was like a show that ran in between Power Rangers and something else in like the mid 90s.
Did you ever watch Digimon?
Yeah. Digimon.
Monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Yeah. Change into digital champions to save the digital world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Beetleborgs was 3 teenagers, and they had magic alien beetle medallions, and then they would do something with them, and they would turn into like beetle Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And they would, fight bad guys. Big Bad Beetleborgs.
I feel like I've heard this before.
Yeah.
Was it on Kids
It was
WB?
short-lived.
Or...
It was on whatever played Power Rangers.
Do you remember Static Shock? Do you remember that show?
I know of it. I never watched it.
That was a good show. Anybody know Static Shock? Yeah, we got a couple.
Anybody? Big fan. Oh, wow. 30,000 audience members just raised their little paddles.
Yeah, they all did.
What? How you printed that many paddles?
They think this is an auction. You're for sale at the end of this.
Oh.
What do you see here?
I didn't expect to see that. I see thighs.
You see thighs?
I see thighs. Really nice thighs. Yeah.
That's all you see.
It's all it's all my eyes want to look at on the picture. I guess I see more than that, but my eyes keep getting drawn straight to the thighs. That left thigh of them is very strong.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That was actually a handwritten Martha Stewart recipe. I think we're done.
Am I insane?
Yeah.
Shit.
Fail. How's the koosh feel?
Well, did I fail?
You didn't. You know what? Nobody really fails in a sanity test. They just kind of go through moments. I think right now you're experiencing a little a little bit of an issue. Let me take my professional glasses off.
Do
But
you
that's
need
okay.
glasses, or those have lenses in them?
They have no lenses in them.
I didn't even notice until just now.
Yeah. Well, that's
Mine
why
are
you. That's why you didn't pass the.
I need mine.
Yeah. I think you need more. I think you need to be.
Honestly, I think I do need my prescription to be updated a little bit.
Really? Mm-hmm. I too. You know how when you stare at a light for a while and then your eyes kind of stain. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I've been having.
No, that's a good term for it. Stain.
You know what I mean?
I've never been able to articulate what that is like, but it's like a temporary stain.
Yeah, and I feel like lately. What's going on here?
I like it.
Okay.
That's
what you do when you like something. You turn into a puppet.
Well, I just like
its strings are cut.
I'm like, I can't believe I've never thought of it. I've never been able to put a word to it, and there it was all along. So I'm like, kind of like,
you're welcome.
Dumbfounded.
That's beautiful. Yeah. So, but I noticed that, like, as I'm getting older, man, I feel like my eyes are staining a lot more easily. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's like a little, I don't know.
It's also you work more in film production now than you did as a child.
That's true.
And there's people turning bright lights on at your face a lot more.
That might be it.
And there's nothing that'll ever stop me from hearing the word striking and then looking straight at.
Yeah. Looking right at the light.
All right, striking?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. For those who don't know, striking is in film sets, the people will say striking, meaning they're about to strike a light on or like strike a match,
Yeah.
And it's so that you don't blind yourself. But Keith here.
It's same as like a ball is headed toward you and they say heads up and you're like,
yeah,
for what? And then you get hit in the face.
Yeah.
They should say arms up.
Right. That makes more sense. So you need like
run.
Yeah, run is good.
Run.
I like run.
Everybody run.
Get out of Only if it's said like that, like a yawning T-Rex.
Heads up. Run.
That's awesome. We, you know what? Earlier I asked you. We asked Keith over text because we're cool like that. What your favorite animal was, and you said that you really love cats. You have a cat. What's your cat's name?
I have two cats. Okay. One of my cats is better than the other. The better cat is Alfred.
Alfred, yeah, that's the name because it's like a coffee shop down here too. Alfred.
Yeah.
And then why is it better than the other one?
Well, the other cat is Grandpa Barry. And he's actually younger than Alfred.
Oh.
We got him as a kitten and named him that.
That's
and
cute.
He's just a lot more like typical cat, like skittish, hides, very loud when he wants something.
Yeah.
He's cute and he stinks.
Yeah.
Cat's breath stinks. That cat especially stinks.
Do you ever brush their teeth with like a little?
No. I suppose they don't like it.
They
won't let me. And then
I'm trying the little
they
finger
have knives
thing.
in their hands, and like if they don't like something, you know. And I'm like, so it's,
I have a scar on my stomach, not because one of my cats did it because they didn't like me. It's because they got scared while they were on my stomach.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a little sad thought experiment right now.
You got a scar from that?
That one I got a scar from.
Wow.
And I see it now as a tattoo. I see it as a cat-too even.
Oh.
That my boy Whitey gave me. And I hated it for a while. I was like, God, now I have this scar. But I realized
That's crazy scratched you that bad.
It was pretty bad. But I will say when I'm
you were not trimming the nails appropriately.
No, I wasn't. But when I'm going to be 50 and Whitey's gone, I'm going to be like, that's a little tattoo.
How old are you now?
17.
How long do you think Whitey's going to live?
35. I don't have a good concept of time. So you also said that red pandas are one of your favorite animals because you like cute.
So cute.
They're really cute.
Basically anything that is cat-ish.
Cat-ish, yeah.
Right? Raccoons, they're cute. Even skunks are kind of cute.
Yeah.
Like they're funny. They're fluffy little...
Yeah, they're little cute guys.
They're just checking stuff out. They're opening things. The red panda, I think red panda is also recency because I was at a zoo and saw a red panda and he was being freaking cute.
They're so cute, aren't they?
Oh my God, he was, and he was putting on a show.
He what?
He was putting on a show. He like crawled right up the tree that was by the people, and he was like, "I'm on the tree," and he was like fluffing his tail.
My God.
It was kind of hot, so he was going.
Yeah,
he was panting like a little dog. It's adorable.
Yeah, red pandas don't like heat.
Yeah.
Did you know that red pandas are actually an endangered species? Do you know that, Keith?
I didn't. What's this? I'm trying to stay stone-faced, but this is so ridiculous.
So, Keith.
I feel like I'm on Price is Right.
Keith, here's the situation.
Okay.
This is the last of the red pandas.
Dang.
And unfortunately, it is an endangered species, Keith. And the only way that you can save this red panda, the very same from the zoo you were just at, by the way.
I'm seeing the whole setup here. The RC car, the fact that its headlights are on is, I don't think the camera's catching that, but it makes it so much more aggressive because the headlights are on. It's like being in the dark and having somebody turn their headlights on at you. Like it's just so much, like the fire, sure, the scary bridge, yeah, I get it, but the headlights off camera as like the thing that's gonna pull this 6-year-old's tooth out is like crazy. I love the paper. The set deck here is amazing.
Thanks.
I was gonna say it was awesome.
Well, there's no set deck. It's just a really horrifying situation. Keith, the only way that you can save the final red panda's life is by answering 10 true or false questions about animals. Now, here's the thing. You get 3 incorrect answers.
Okay.
You have to answer at least 7 of them correctly.
Yeah.
Do you think you can do it?
Gosh, I hope so. But I don't know. And so much of this show is sort of fake, isn't it?
No. What are you talking about?
The letter from the little girl.
I disagree. Here's the first fact. A crocodile cannot stick its tongue out. Is that true or false?
True.
That is correct.
Yes, thank gosh. I've never seen him go, blah. Because, there would be a gif of it.
There would be.
There would be a gif of it.
Yeah.
If any reptile can stick its tongue out, you can find that.
You've looked.
I mean, you would have seen it.
Okay.
We've all seen a gecko do the eye licking thing.
I feel like you're not taking this seriously.
I'm just telling you straight. You've seen the gecko lick its eye, right?
Yeah,
Audience?
I've seen it.
They all held up. Well, actually, I sort of have. Yeah.
All right. This is the second fact.
Yeah.
True or false? A shrimp's heart is located in its stomach.
It's crazy to think about shrimps having hearts, isn't it? We don't think about the love between shrimps, but they must have love. They reproduce, or else there would be no more shrimps.
So this isn't do shrimps have hearts? This is
I know. I'm just like
a shrimp's heart.
I'm just taking a moment to realize
okay,
I don't think
that's
about.
good. This
I
is
don't
your
ever think
meditate.
about it.
This is how you remember.
I'm trying to think if I can because some shrimps are translucent, you know.
Yeah.
And I've seen, in fact, many of them are. I've seen videos of them, and I'm trying to scan through my brain right now to see an image, and then see where was it pulsing. Stomach. What is a stomach of a? What is a stomach on one of those critters?
That's a really good question.
Because they're not built like me.
Right. You have 2 stomachs.
I do. I have several. I'm more like a cow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say false.
That is correct. That is
Where
amazing.
is it?
It's in its head.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Jeez. Is that why people suck their heads?
I don't know. I think those people we don't want to hang out with.
I've sucked the heads of a few prawns, and sometimes it tasted good, and sometimes it didn't.
Or like crawfish is different.
The crawfish heads are good.
Yeah.
Prawn heads, hit or miss. Shrimp heads, I rarely see because it's already taken off on the shrimp cocktail platter.
Yeah, totally. I feel like shrimp cocktail is a sure way for me to get ill. Next question. All species of penguins live in freezing environments. True or false?
False.
That is correct. Yeah. Some species, like
I've
the Galapagos.
seen some in the zoo.
You've seen some in the zoo?
In LA, so it's not cold here.
This guy zoos.
I've been in zoos. It's not cold.
So far, our red panda here is in good shape. We have no.
Yeah, maybe I should miss one. Raise the stakes.
No, I really, these aren't all this easy. So
okay,
you got a few.
I thought that the second one was challenging.
Giraffes only have 7 neck vertebrae, just like humans. True or false?
We have 7 neck vertebrae?
I guess so. Yeah.
Where? In this?
Right here.
They're pretty big. How could we have 7 in there?
You just said they're big, didn't you?
Yeah, they're big. I actually feel like we'd have fewer, like 5.
Oh, I see.
Stretch my neck out and see if I can feel them. You know how sometimes if you really think you can feel part of your body? I wasn't feeling my thighs until I started thinking about my thighs, and then I could feel them. Well, if I could think about my neck bones, can I feel them?
Yeah. Can you? Do you feel like you can?
A little. Giraffe gotta have more bones than us. They just gotta. They just gotta, Daniel. So I think they have not 7.
So your answer
I
is
can't remember what the question was.
giraffes only have 7 neck vertebrae. True or false?
Well, have you ever seen them fight?
Yeah, I have.
Because there's definitely space between those vertebrae if you've seen them fight.
You think they would have space between the vertebrae?
Yeah. We have space between our vertebrae. It's just very little. But we don't
So
move.
you think they
don't move like them.
You think they have these
Big gelatin blocks.
huge, like marshmallows, just jumbo marshmallows? stuck
Yeah,
between-
kind of. Have you seen how they go? Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like giraffes seem like cute and adorable. You see them fight, you're like, what is wrong with them?
Yeah.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
All of the animals seem to fight with their heads too. A lot of them.
Yeah.
They like just ram their heads at each other.
Nobody does fisticuffs. I guess a
Thank
kangaroo.
goodness we evolved beyond that.
Yeah.
As a species. False.
That is incorrect.
Damn. They big marshmallows. Okay, that was a pretty I felt like that was a drastic thrust by the
He's
car.
closer to danger now. You only have just 2 more.
I should have thought about the marshmallows stronger.
Yeah. You should have. But that's
This
okay.
action cam is making me more nervous.
Good.
It
Stakes
wasn't
are
here,
high.
and it's like a camcorder too, which I just don't see a lot. That style of camera.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a Canon XF605.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those in 100 years.
They just came out.
I just don't see it.
like a few years ago, like 4 years ago.
I don't see anything other than photo cameras being used for videos for
Yeah.
the most part.
Well, we try to shake things.
You got
up.
a lot of different cameras.
It's quite
in
a lot.
here. It must be so hard to color match.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
The ostrich.
You got a good colorist.
It doesn't matter.
Are you doing it?
I don't do anything. The ostrich is the fastest bird in flight. True or false?
It doesn't fly. False.
That is correct. The ostrich is flightless. The fastest bird in the world is the
Phoenix.
it's the peregrine falcon. I knew that. That was like a little zoo book.
Well,
thing.
phoenixes are magic. So it's probably faster because it can do magic to go faster. You didn't say physical world. So
Well, it was ancillary. Nothing matters from that.
that's fair. I love your cards. I'm so cute in them.
Thank you.
They keep zooming in, don't they?
Maybe. I'm thinking about changing the logo to this.
I like it.
Yeah.
I look good in that photo.
You can't see through it, can you? No, you can't. Okay, good.
No.
good. What was
would
this
I-
for-
you
what was
think I
this
could
for?
This was a photo shoot done by YouTube when they were YouTube Red, before it became YouTube Premium, for the Try Guys show Squad Wars, which wasn't very good.
What was the concept?
It was like us doing tries against another squad of people. So Try Guys versus other YouTuber squads, except YouTube made us install a traditional reality TV production company on top of us to make the show, and they didn't understand anything, and they just made a terrible show, and we were sort of forced to do it. Anyway, you can watch it if you're subbed to YouTube Premium.
I think I will.
There's a couple good episodes. There's some good parts of episodes. There's funny moments. That's the best I can give it. I met Lance Bass.
A goldfish's memory span. A goldfish's memory span is only 3 seconds. True or false?
That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
That's like the thing people say. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say true, and if I'm wrong, then it's not fair.
You're wrong.
Dang. That's not fair, is it?
You see how I got a little closer there?
To the fire.
Yeah. We should really put that camera on that guy. Yeah. Notice
This-
how. You know what? Give it a little slightly. Give it a little slightly closer. I feel like it's not feeling the heat. Just slightly here.
Panda's
There you go. That's good.
Fire. This panda's on fire.
And it's all your fault.
Well, if it's in the Hunger Games, it could just be magic fire, like a phoenix has.
Oh my God. All right. Next question. Bats are blind. True or false?
Well, they sonar, right?
I think the term is like echolocation. Yeah. Sonar is like what
Well, we
Navy
made
ships
because we were jealous.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, how do we do what the bats are doing? And how do we put our poop in big piles in caves?
What? How do we put
guano?
Right, from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Yeah.
And I've seen it in real life. Guano.
Oh.
I went to Vietnam and saw lots of bats.
How was Vietnam?
Hot.
Yes. When I was in Hong Kong for a couple weeks, it was
Hot.
just wet.
Too hot. I wouldn't
yeah.
recommend going. I mean, I think it was beautiful. There's a lot of amazing history, and it was like in that regard cool. But I was so hot.
Yeah.
But I went during the hot season, so go
On the not hot season.
when it's not hot. And it was rainy season too. It's hot and wet
Jeez.
the whole time.
Okay, well the red panda is almost dying
Yeah,
now. So our bat's blind.
Are all bats blind?
It just says bats are blind.
It says bats are blind.
And then true or false. Let me try again. Bats are blind. True or false? Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna hope they're blind. True.
Well, let's take a look at the red panda here.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
he's in the fire now.
That's it. He's in the fire.
I thought I get one more chance.
Then you really don't. We have more questions.
You said I could miss 3.
That was your third miss.
I could miss 3. Though I'm allowed to miss 3. That means I have to miss 4 to lose. Take him out of the fire. Back up the car. I can miss 3. Right? True or false? You can miss 3. You have to get 7 right. That means I have one more chance.
Well, you know
Right?
what? Maybe we'll take him out.
Right?
He's cooking.
Is that not how math works?
Okay, well, let's just, to be sure, let me ask you this one.
Yeah, all right.
Elephants are the only mammals that cannot jump. True or false?
Oh, there's got to be other mammals that can't jump.
So go on.
So, like, I don't even know if I think they could jump. So I'm going to say false.
Elephants are the only mammals that cannot jump. True or false?
False.
Yeah, he's dead.
Why?
He's dead.
Wait, you're telling me a manatee can jump?
A manatee is an underwater mammal.
So? You asked about mammals. Take him out of the fire. I'm still in the game. Right? Right, people? You seen a walrus jump? It's a mammal.
Actually, yeah, you see
Where?
walruses jump.
Where?
They jump, they hop.
But does their body come off the ground?
Yeah.
No.
I'd say so.
No.
They're
still connected. Their full body doesn't come off.
I also think walruses...
Is this jumping?
Walruses famous...
Is this jumping? Am I jumping right now, Daniel?
You ever seen an elephant do that?
It doesn't matter. You said all mammals. Where'd you get this fact?
Listen to me.
Where's your credits? I do not believe that only elephants in the entire mammal species, considering there are many underwater mammals that stay like that, don't do nothing. Don't do fucking nothing.
I think I bet a sea cow could jump.
For me, jumping, your whole body has to come off the ground.
Well, walruses...
If part of your body is still dragging, it's not a jump.
Well, listen.
It's just a jump.
Have you ever seen that documentary?
Or am I bouncing? Because I can bounce forward. That's not jumping.
Have you ever seen that documentary of the walruses that climb up to the cliff and they jump off?
To kill themselves?
I don't know why they do it.
Are you jumping off a cliff or just falling? Right? Because it's a cliff. So you all have to go down to be in the air.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm still in the game. Yeah, back it up. There we go.
Okay.
Who's running that car?
It doesn't matter.
I don't see any hands. I don't see any hands powering the car. I'm so confused. Is there a person behind that little piece of curtain there?
Let me ask you this. A group of jellyfish is called a smack. True or false?
That's hot. Either way. Right? Because jelly, I think jelly, like, would you like a smack of jelly? Would be the right verbiage.
It does feel right.
True.
That's correct.
All right. Still in it, huh?
I mean,
a little game.
All right, last one. The blue whale's heart is so large that a human
How large is it? That card in front of your face is really funny because of the big mouth.
Let's see.
There we go. That's nice. That's nice.
You like that?
Yeah.
A blue whale's heart is so large
How large is it?
that a human being could swim through its arteries. True or false?
I'm trying to think of that biblically. We're going to go back to the den, Daniel, and because the other story is Jonah and the whale. Whales are big.
That's very true.
I don't know if I've seen a blue whale in person.
Right.
Swim through the arteries?
Yeah, can you get that? I think you might want that camera on that car one more time just to see, because I feel like I don't know if he's going to get this.
I don't know
right.
if I'm going to get it right either.
I don't know if
those
he's gonna-
headlights are scary.
Yeah, I don't know if
Look
he's
at those
gonna-
little wheels.
Yeah, look at it
It's
go.
got such a sassy little attitude,
It
doesn't
is,
it?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, this could be a lead. That car could be a lead actor.
I think it could.
Is it signed?
CAA actually.
Wow, could be WME.
The blue whale's heart is so large that a human could swim through its arteries. You think that's true or false?
False. Just sounds crazy. And who would do it? Oh yeah, save me, Fate! Save him, Fate!
You sealed
No,
it.
he's
You
in it.
sealed it. Go ahead, drive a little further just to be sure. Yeah, there we go. Yep,
Who's
that's good.
that arm? Whose arm was that?
And it's dead.
Whose arm was that?
It's very dead.
Tough. So it is that big?
I guess so.
Well, let's cut to a clip.
Cut to a clip. Let's see the clip of
I
the
want to
blue
see
whale.
this big heart.
Well, unfortunately,
If someone hasn't done it,
they should.
then how could that fact be true? Someone's got to swim through it to know if they really could.
You know what I like about you? I like that you question facts.
Well, I should absolutely question facts without credits and sources. And I still don't think that walruses can jump. I don't think scooting is jumping. It's bouncing.
Let's see a clip of a walrus jumping. People are going to be pissed, and I can tell people are going to be really
Why
mad.
would they
about
be
this.
mad at me? They might be mad at you.
Not at you, just at the questions and the.
Yeah. Let me tell you, people say things are facts sometimes. That doesn't mean they are.
That's really. You know what?
You got to do your own research.
Yeah, I really like that. We're still not done with you, though.
Done with me. I see his arm again.
He just throws a baseball.
Is that someone I know?
No, that'd be cool. No, it's Harry.
Because it's like they're being all secret. So I was like, oh, is there another reveal?
Do you remember Harry? Harry? You want to say hi?
I remember Harry from before, I looked around earlier. I was like, there were more people here. They're probably going and doing some work.
They
Didn't
are.
realize he was back there. Like, he was doing work the whole
They're doing
time.
work, yeah.
What's up, Harry?
I won a competition today.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he won a competition. He speaks British, so it's kind of hard to understand.
I did have a hard time.
He's also off the mic, so no one will be
No
able
one will
to
hear
him.
him.
Is there so you have so you did a lot of stuff just now. You did a lot of dilemmas, and you did a lot of ways. I feel like people are going to get to know you. Which
I
is
didn't
really cool.
save the pandas.
You did not save the red panda. They're extinct now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good thing we got other pandas. They're endangered too, aren't they?
I
Most
think
of them. The
yeah.
pandas are not doing well.
I don't even know if red.
You see the China thing where they painted dogs to look like pandas?
What is that about?
They just did it. And they were like, yeah, they're pandas. And everyone's like, no, that's a dog. And they were like, got us.
Yeah.
Thing is, I
haven't
think
seen- I
if
can't say
someone
I've seen
said
that.
we have dogs that look like pandas, that'd be an equally good attraction.
Is it a chow chow, like those chow chow dogs, those big fluffy
Yeah.
dogs? I love
I'm
those
pretty
dogs.
sure it was. I didn't,
Do you like dogs? You like cats more? You have two cats. I also have two cats.
Yeah. I like chill dogs, but rarely are they chill.
Do you like big dogs or little dogs? If you were to get a dog,
Doesn't matter. As long as they're chill, it doesn't matter.
really?
Yeah.
I like big dogs.
Big dogs are funner to hug.
True.
And they're actually more chill, it seems, unless they're like genetically not chill, like the farm dogs that would need to run. They need to be free.
Like a border collie.
I grew up
yeah.
with like 7 or 8 dogs in Tennessee, so I've had my fill.
Yeah. So you grew up in Tennessee? Mm-hmm. How's that? Do you ever go back?
Sometimes I don't have family there. My family all moved away. Like we weren't like I wasn't a Tennessean like lineage. You know, all of the people I went to school with in a very small town were like their grandparents lived there, their great grandparents lived there, their cousins lived there. It was all incestuous, and probably not.
Is that why you're so tall?
I think so. No, there's nothing for me there. I have some friends there, but I don't have like family to go back and visit there.
I feel like a lot of artists live there now. Like a lot of musicians will move there, and
it's
a lot
Music
of
City. Always was, and it is even more now.
Some YouTubers live there.
Yeah, it's cheaper to live there, although it's getting more expensive. But it became the bachelorette party capital in the last decade, so it's very silly. Oh my god, yeah.
Are there like clubs and stuff out, like strip clubs and nightlife and stuff?
Well, bachelorette parties don't typically love strip clubs as much as the bachelor parties do.
I've only seen.
I'm sure that some do. I'm sure some are, and there's strip clubs for sure. But there's like this whole street called Broadway that's all like honky tonk bars, and they're like 3-story bars, and all of them are like owned or at least named after country music stars.
Yeah,
and they're fun. Actually, I've been to them. They're fun. They're rowdy.
Really?
Yeah.
What does rowdy look like?
Like the biggest college party you ever went to, but instead of it being in someone's apartment, it's 3 stories of a bar.
Jeez.
But like people packed together.
Multiple bars?
Drinking cheap beer for the most part, yeah. And people wearing pink cowboy hats.
That's fun.
Because they're bachelorette parties and we're in Nashville! Yeehaw! Yeehaw, Sandra!
Sandra?
You're about to do the big deal. You're about to be married to one penis.
About to be married to one forever, but try some others tonight.
I do think it's hilarious that the bachelorette party stereotype is penis stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's so fun. Because bachelor parties are not decorated with vaginas.
No. So you're suggesting there should be more?
Just noting the reality.
I'm so glad you're here.
I love it here. You got a lot of trash on the ground. This rug is from Target, isn't it?
I think it probably.
I know this one. I've seen this one.
Or Ashley's home furniture or something.
I thought someone here was named Ashley, and you stole
from her home
furniture. Ashley's home. Poor Ashley.
Ashley Simpson. Do you remember her?
I do remember her.
Isn't that crazy?
She famously
lip synced
like everyone does on those shows, because especially back then, because if a technical error goes wrong, you just have to.
Yeah, was that an SNL performance?
Yeah, have the lyrics burned in. Why not? When I perform songs sometimes with big crowds, I absolutely have the chorus lyrics burned in.
Yeah.
Because like I'm dancing and I'll need to take a breath and a break. And also it just makes the song sound bigger.
Yeah.
I'm still singing on top of it live as well.
So it looks like you're singing.
Pop vocals are doubled.
Yeah.
So like you absolutely can just sing along with the track and actually be singing and actually be piped through. It's going to sound exactly the same.
And you'll have the audio
on some like choruses sometimes for some songs. Yeah.
How was your tour? I wanted to ask you about that. How's your tour?
Fun.
So you just got back from tour.
Yeah, we still have a couple shows left, but by the time this airs, probably not.
This airs on Sunday.
Oh, really? This Sunday?
This Sunday.
That's a fast turnaround.
That's the ATEM.
How are you going to cut all the crazy racist stuff that Daniel said out? You'll have done it? That's nice.
No, we'll make sure it gets in.
So I actually still have an LA show and a San Diego show.
When are the dates for that?
The October 2nd and 4th. So imminently.
So October 2nd is your LA show.
Yeah,
October 4th.
It's at the Wiltern.
I love the Wiltern.
Yeah.
Am I invited?
Well, I'd love for you to come. You want to be in the show?
In the show?
Yeah.
Is this you or Lou Burger? This is Lou Burger?
This is Try Guys.
Try Guys. Oh.
This is the Try Guys Eat the Menu tour.
Oh.
So it's a lot of antics around food and bits. And we have musical numbers and we have like games and nonsense.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
We hand out over 200 bananas every night.
Okay. Didn't you guys throw? I saw your Lou Burger show. You threw.
Lou Burger throws tortillas.
Tortillas.
We sing White People Taco Night for sure.
Yeah.
And then this show we throw chicken and hand out bananas. I sort of throw food at people and they love it.
Maybe I'll come. I would love to come.
Yeah, we like to have lots of special guests. When we were in Philly, we had Gritty.
Sick.
Which was unbelievable.
That's crazy.
In Philly. Like the Philly
nuts.
audience. Literally, Gritty entered and a third of the audience stood up.
Really?
In excitement.
That's amazing.
Got out of their seats. None of us got a bump that big when we came out for our own show.
That's really sad.
Because Grady is a god.
Yeah.
We had Matt, Pat, and Steph in our DC show.
Dang.
We also had Kalen Allen in the Philly show.
What was he doing in DC?
He lives in North Carolina. So I just said like, hey, do you want to come see the show? Do you want to be a part of it? And he's like, yeah. And he did, and they were great, and
That's
they were
crazy.
lovely. And so what I'm saying is we need some more big gets.
Yeah, I'd love to be on there.
Okay,
if you want to have
I'll
me.
communicate with you.
You'll talk to my people.
Great.
People talk to you.
And you can buy a ticket to come see Daniel, and I'll get paid for that.
And I won't.
That's true. You'll be paid in good times.
Yeah,
great
no,
oldies.
it's we.
No, I'm not being paid for this, I assume.
No, see, that's it. That's
Yeah.
the trade. That's what this looks like. Do you see how we just did like an arm wrestle in front of 30,000 people, and how we
I
just
know.
like negotiated a
They're
deal?
all holding the red side of their paddle, though.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't like that.
I think that means
I don't think the auction's going to
they're
go
all
well.
putting masks on now.
Yeah.
That's so odd. Like those regal masks.
Yeah. Well, two of them have red panda masks on, which is strange.
I think they're mocking you.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
Is there? Let me ask you a question real quick. Just this will be.
I want to plug that I have Lou Burger tour shows as well.
Oh, let's go.
So I've got there's one in Chicago, one in New York, and one in Buffalo. So one's Brooklyn. When I say New York, I'm not trying to leave out the Buffalo New Yorkers. It's obviously New
I
York
have family
as well.
in there.
Really?
Yeah.
You should come. Surprise them. Yeah, we have a show in Buffalo, New York, and in Chicago, Illinois, and then Brooklyn. They're scattered throughout the fall. So just look on my Instagram
Sweet. The links will be
there.
downstairs.
Yeah.
So let's go back a little bit, just so people can get more like tied into you,
To the beginning.
just more like emotionally connected
Yeah,
to
I
you.
like that.
I want you to look back in your past and see like a younger Keith, maybe a less responsible Keith. And I want you to.
I thought you were going to say less responsive, Keith. And I was like, oh, God.
Well, no, I mean then you would be dead. I think that's you in the
Well,
future.
less responsive.
Well, yeah, I guess so. So I want to ask you, Keith, what was like an embarrassing time of your life? Do you have an embarrassing time?
I'm sure. Surely.
Maybe
an embarrassing
maybe
time.
we'll cue this up here.
Well, when I was 19, I worked at a summer sleepaway camp where I was the theater counselor. And there was going to be a big, it was an all boys camp, and there was going to be a big dance with an all girls camp happening at our camp. And their name was Camp Vega. And I thought, ha ha ha, like vegan. They're like vegans. Because if they were from Vega, they'd be vegans, like vegans. So I was like, that's funny. Well, anyway, they were over for the dinner, for the actual meal before the dance. So we were all in the cafeteria together. And for some reason, the staff was like, Keith, you're a theater guy. You love talking. Why don't you give a nice little prep speech to get everyone excited for the dance to come? And I said, okay. And so I'm thinking like, okay, what kind of jokes can I make? How can I liven up this little speech? And I have the microphone and I say, and I realize everybody's eating hot dogs. It's like, that's funny. So I say, well, it's going to be a really great night tonight. And we're excited to have all the campers here. And we're going to have a cool dance. It'll be really, really fun. It's going to be starting at this time. So you're going to want to like get ready. And then it'll be so fun when all the girls from Camp Vega eat our meat. And I realized that everyone took that as like a blowjob joke. And I didn't mean that. And so everyone started laughing. And I said, no. And all the boy campers were like, yeah, Keith, hell yeah. And I'm like, no. I'm like vegan, like they're vegans, but my shouts of vegans were just being drowned out by the ferocious laughter of the boys. And I handed the microphone back to a confused, super counselor and said, I hope that's what you wanted.
So that sounds really embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. I was like, I'm going to get fired. I didn't, because they didn't have anyone else who was going to teach the theater part of the camp.
So you're saying so you were allowed to be as much of a pervert as you wanted to be, unintentionally or not,
Right.
Because there was nobody else to take your job.
Yeah, no,
So you could have gotten away with murder at that time.
Yeah, I mean, they were absolutely underpaying
Right.
me. So like, what were they going to do? Not have that portion of the camp anymore? The play was in 2 weeks.
The show must go on.
They got to figure it out.
We don't care if he makes an unsavory meat joke about all these girls.
And I was also a great employee otherwise.
You can say that now.
No, I was great.
Oh, okay.
I've always been a good employee.
You were 19, so you were in college at the time?
Yeah, it was the summer between freshman and sophomore year.
Where'd you go to school?
Illinois State University. This camp was in Maine. I just decided I was looking online, like, what could I do this summer that would be fun and related to my career path and different. And I like to travel. So I was like, and I was looking for like online. I was trying to get into like the good ones, like Interlaken, like the actual arts camps.
Yeah. Interlaken. Yeah.
Couldn't do that. So I found Camp Tuckahoe, which was a mostly sports camp for boys. And they also had a theater division.
And you were like this.
Apparently no one else applied.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
As I was like, every other counselor there had been a counselor before there.
Yeah,
like it was like legacy people, and this was like the Defense Against the Dark Arts role. Like they always had a new theater person because they didn't care about the theater person, and I also never went back.
You know, Keith, you've been such a good guest today. I think you deserve. We actually had a magic phoenix bring the animal back to life. So here we go. You've got your red panda.
Come here.
Yeah, you got to ask real nice.
Come here. Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he's still all tied up.
Yeah.
Did you really have to tie it around his neck?
I think it was the only thing that made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
put it under his belly? He was just being strangled every time I got something wrong?
I mean, it's your fault.
And it's like so much twine. Like so much. Like look at this. This is insane. It's like so much. You're torturing him.
I mean, you were the one who got the answers wrong.
I guess we were torturing him, but I didn't know.
I'll take that. I'll take the deal.
Oh, it's a little bracelet. Friendship.
It feels very LA. Yeah. That's your new pet. That's for you. That's
he
just
is
a gift.
cute and soft.
Isn't he cute?
Very soft.
Yeah.
Is this from CVS?
No.
Where?
Amazon.
Amazon.
The last one.
You got it in time?
It was endangered.
You only asked me this like 2 days yesterday? When did we talk?
I'm quick. I'm very quick.
This came so fast.
Isn't he cute?
Jeff Bezos. He's the real Phoenix, isn't he?
It was Jeff Bezos all along.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Look at him. What's he saying? Oh, okay.
He doesn't speak English. He's a mammal. And he can jump.
Oh man, I was going to say something really cool just now. That would have tied it all up and would have just, huh? What'd you say?
Are you guys going to validate my parking in the lot?
Outro?